Good evening. Two people have been killed in a crash near Little Qualicum Falls. RCMP are still investigating, but it appears a pickup truck may have been speeding yesterday when it crossed the center line, slamming into oncoming traffic. A News reporter Steve Coulterman has the story.
An air ambulance touches down in Victoria, rushing victims of a highway crash to hospital. It happened Monday morning, just after 11 a.m. on Highway 4 between Qualicum and Port Alberni. 6 people were involved in the crash. 2 of them were killed. One of the victims has been identified as 34-year-old Ricky Easton of Campbell River. She was driving a Chevy Cavalier down the highway when a pickup truck crossed the center line and slammed into her.
A westbound pickup truck that was traveling towards Port Alberni, and there was 2 other vehicles that were eastbound traveling towards Parksville. The pickup truck lost control and crossed over the center line.
Easton's boyfriend spoke to us by phone earlier today. He says he's in shock. They've been together for 5 years and had plans for the future. Her parents are on their way from Alberta. Police say there is little Easton could have done to avoid the fatal crash.
With no rain or moisture on the road, then when we did get a little bit of moisture, that brings the dust and the oils up off the road, and therefore the highway becomes much more slipperier, and unfortunately these type of incidents do take place.
The 37-year-old man driving the GMC pickup truck also succumbed to his injuries and died in hospital. RCMP says the man's name will not be released at this time at the request of the family, but it has been confirmed that the man was seen speeding heading westbound on Highway 4.
We have received reports from witnesses that the pickup truck was going at a high rate of speed, and that's a portion of this investigation that our investigators and our reconstructionists are looking into to determine all the causal factors that took place and which ultimately resulted in this crash.
The man who died had an 8-year-old girl as his passenger. RCMP say she was sitting in the back seat at the time of the crash and was wearing her seatbelt. The man was not.
You stand a much greater chance of surviving any crash if you're wearing your seatbelt. Now, there are incidents, people will say, yes, there was one person here who was wearing their seatbelt, however, still died. But again, the odds are the vast majority. We had 5 who were wearing their seatbelts, and 4 of them have survived.
The girl passenger in the pickup truck was the driver's daughter and remains in hospital and is expected to make a full recovery. In Qualicum, Steve Coulterman, A News.